Fulvia holds the reins now. Her grief must not be mistaken for weakness.
I was the scribe who wrote her silence into history. And even now, I swear, silence hides thunder. You've heard of queens who ruled with crowns and swords. But Fulvia, she ruled with grief and a voice Rome feared to remember. They called her dangerous, unholy, defiant. But I saw what they could not, the storm behind her stillness. When Fulvia spoke, even marble trembled, and those who betrayed her never slept in peace again. Before we begin her story, listen carefully and subscribe, because what you're about to hear was meant to be buried, and some truths don't like to be woken. Picture this. She was no queen, yet she wore Rome's fear like a crown. The wife of a gladiator first, then a ruler's widow, and finally a storm that refused to kneel. They say she moved senators with a glance, generals with a whisper. But I saw the truth. Beneath her gold rings lay a wound that refuses to sleep. Love had made her fierce, and loss made her cruel. She spoke softly, but her words carried the weight of fallen man. Every secret she kept was a blade pressed against Rome's throat. When her husband's enemies laughed, she carved their names into the wind, a vow the gods themselves would overhear. When Rome betrayed her, she did not scream. She simply closed her eyes and answered with silence. But that silence grew teeth. It crept through marble halls. It haunted the dreams of generals. It whispered guilt into the ears of those who toasted her downfall. The night she vanished, even the Tiber stilled its song. No owl dared to call her name. No star blinked. Some say she fled across the sea. Some say her spirit walks the Senate's corridors, tracing the faces of the men who ruined her. I say the night held its breath, because it feared what she might become. For legends do not die, they wait. If you wish to know what she became, subscribe before we continue, because after this, even truth starts to tremble. Power is a fragile god. It loves you only when you bleed for it. And Fulvia bled more than most. Her story was never written in ink, but in echo. Because some women are not remembered, they are felt. This is Time and Treachery, where silence remembers what history forgets, where the whispers of the dead still shape the living, and every forgotten name hides a story waiting to rise again.